You ever have one of those days where a single sentence changes your entire life? Like there you are, minding your business, and suddenly the room freezes because somebody with a smirk says something so wild you wonder if you're actually awake. That was me, standing in the middle of Precision Automotive's warehouse, when Rebecca Williams, in her spotless red blazer, looked straight at me and said, "If you fix that engine, I'll marry you." And you know what? The laughter that followed wasn't just about some bet. It was the kind that sticks to your skin, the kind that says, you don't belong here. I could feel every eye, every phone camera, every hidden snicker even before Rebecca announced, "I'm recording this, David. I want everyone to see what happens when someone tries to take your place." She made sure the whole damn building could hear it. I stood there, 38 years old, hands permanently stained with engine grease, more time spent under hoods than she'd spent in every university classroom combined. And let's be honest, that's not me bragging, it's just reality. I never had those fancy certificates on my shop wall. Hell, my shop barely had paint on walls at all. But people brought me engines when all hope was lost because sometimes genius looks more like oil stains than lab coats. Now, this engine, let me tell you, it wasn't your everyday hunk of metal. It was a prototype that promised electric cars with 60% more range, $200,000 down the drain after 5 experts said it was a dead end, and there I was, supposed to fix what 5 real engineers declared impossible. Rebecca turned to the crowd and said, "You've got until Friday, David. Do what we couldn't do in 3 weeks, and when you fail, everyone will know some people just need to accept their limitations." Yeah, she really said that, loud and clear. The thing is, this all started because, during a heated meeting, someone probably trying to sound smart joked that even David from the shop could fix this mess faster than our department. You can imagine how that went over. Rebecca lost it, red in the face, tossed out, "Bring him in. If he pulls this off, I'll personally offer him $200,000 a year." Sounded like a bet, but it was a trap. No degree, no access to their secret manuals, and definitely none of their space-age tools. Just me, my hands, and a mountain of doubt staring right at me. I heard Jake, Rebecca's lapdog, whisper to the others, "Guy probably never finished high school." Didn't faze me. My eyes were glued to that busted engine. And if you've ever stared at a puzzle so long you see patterns nobody else can, you know what I mean. While Rebecca kept filming, smirking, waiting for me to choke, I let the noise wash over me. See, when you've spent years as the guy who fixes the impossible, humiliation's just another gear in the box. But the real blow landed after the video of Rebecca's little dare went viral, because by dinner, my daughter Jasmine came home in tears. "Dad, they're posting it all over TikTok," she said, voice trembling. "People are saying terrible things." Now, my wife Linda died in a car accident 5 years back, so it's just been me and Jasmine. I've gotten good at swallowing anger, but watching your kid cry over you, because of you, is a whole other level of pain. I held her close and tried to sound wise. Some people only feel important by putting others down. But inside, every face that laughed, every phone filming for kicks, I was filing it all away. Trust me, back at Precision, Rebecca basked in her inevitable victory. Monday morning, she projected the humiliation video in the boardroom, laughter everywhere. "It's almost touching, isn't it?" she said, pausing at the shot of me nodding. Some people just can't recognize their own limitations. Even the CEO, Thomas Crawford, looked uncomfortable. "Rebecca, maybe this is going too far," he said. She snapped back, "It's a lesson. We can't waste resources on the unqualified." Jake chimed in, "My cousin at MIT says this motor is impossible to fix." I laughed to myself. These folks worship degrees like they're magic. Thing is, I'd spent 3 days in my little shop, poring over every manual I could borrow, printing patent from the internet, chasing ghosts in a broken engine, and that's when I found it. Sabotage. Not just a fluke. 3 components deliberately damaged, so precisely that only a mechanic who'd seen it all would notice. Someone inside Precision wanted this project to fail. Interesting, I muttered, snapping photos as evidence. Rebecca wasn't done, though she started a group chat called Miracle Mechanic Updates, roasting me with sarcastic posts, but he still can't find the start button. Everyone laughed except me. I had my own group chat, in a way, because that evening, an old friend stopped by. Samuel Torres, 70 years old, former precision legend, retired but not out of the game. That pattern of sabotage, kid, he said, examining my photos, I saw it before. Someone's been pulling this crap for years. When you've got people like Samuel in your corner, you don't feel alone. Wednesday, Rebecca upped the stakes, telling a local radio station all about the mechanic who thinks he's a real engineer. She ranted about people needing to accept their limitations. But twist time, one of the listeners was Dr. Angela Morrison, professor of engineering, former FBI consultant on industrial sabotage, and someone who, as a black woman in the field, knew exactly what was at stake. She showed up that afternoon. Mr. Jackson, can I take a look at the engine? If you'd seen her sharp suit, eyes that missed nothing, you'd know she wasn't here to play. We talked, really talked, and I showed her what I'd found. She nodded, serious. This isn't just about you, David. This is bigger. While Rebecca posted cruel memes, Angela and I pieced together the sabotage trail. Turns out, for 3 years, every failed project targeted black engineers or women. Always the same sabotage pattern. Always the same group of white engineers taking over after the so-called failures. Samuel connected the dots. That's why promotions always go to the same people. Angela got us records. Jasmine helped organize every screenshot and meme. We had a mountain of evidence. By Friday, Rebecca was buzzing, prepping her wedding ceremony with fake flowers and a hired cameraman, making sure every eye was on my humiliation. Jake led the crowd. Where's the suit, David? Ready for your big moment. They had no idea I'd spent the night not just repairing the engine, but optimizing it, a little secret sauce you only get from real-world sweat. Angela and Samuel were in position, cameras rolling. The trap was set. I stepped up, toolbox in hand, calm while Rebecca preened. Before we start, I said, I want you to see what I discovered. Plug my phone into the projector. Photos of sabotage, detailed and undeniable. 3 sensors broken, not by accident. Someone inside wanted this engine dead. Rebecca tried to interrupt, but Angela cut in, credentials blazing. I've seen this pattern in 8 previous cases here. It's sabotage, plain and simple. The room froze. Samuel brought documents showing how bonuses and promotions always followed the failures. $1.2 million over 3 years, all tied to the same people. Rebecca turned ghost pale. You can't prove any of this, she cried. I smiled, first time all week. Actually, we can. Every video, every meme, every message, my daughter saved it all. Then, I played the video of Rebecca's racist parody. The crowd went dead silent. Important clients started leaving, and the CEO looked like he'd seen a ghost. Thomas Crawford finally found his voice. Rebecca, in my office. Now, but I wasn't finished. Let's see if this engine works. I hit the starter, and the engine purred better than new, optimized, efficient, undeniable. Rebecca crumpled, her red blazer looking less like victory and more like surrender. Jake tried to explain it away as a joke. I stared him down. You try to destroy my life, humiliate my daughter, and keep people out for things they can't change. That's not a joke. That's a crime. Angela spoke for us all. All evidence has gone to the DOJ, state boards, and the press. This stops now. Security escorted Rebecca out, defeated, exposed, and utterly alone. 6 months later, the company had flipped upside down. I sat in my new office, director of innovation, with a window view of downtown. Jasmine, now a college freshman on a full ride, popped in, showing me memes about Rebecca's failed comeback attempts. The company was thriving, our new engines selling better than ever, and Angela worked as a consultant, helping us clean house. Jake, well, he tried to sell company secrets and got caught. Poetic, really. One afternoon, a radio host called Mr. Jackson, want to share your story? I agreed, not for revenge, but to show others what's possible. When asked about Rebecca, I told him the truth. I don't hate her. I feel sorry for her. The tragedy isn't what she did to me. It's what she did to herself, spent years tearing people down when she could have built something amazing. That night at home, Jasmine asked, Dad, did you always know you'd win? I hugged her, thinking of Linda and said, dignity isn't about never falling. It's about how you get back up. Sometimes, letting people underestimate you is the biggest advantage you'll ever have. And maybe that's the real lesson. The world will always have its Rebeccas, its Jakes, people eager to remind you where they think you belong, but sometimes being underestimated is the best setup for proving that greatness, skill, and heart can't be measured by diplomas or titles. If you believe true justice comes from building, not tearing down, share your thoughts. What do you think? Is real justice about revenge or about lifting others up? Let's hear your story.
Xin chào các bạn, mình là Trinh, mình phụ trách viết content. Trên đây là những công việc của mình là mình lên mạng xã hội tìm.
Você falou negócio sério. It is cold, yeah. Next one? Alright. Thank you, man. Hey, if you guys have any trouble, let somebody know. Please. After the tree to hold on to. Yeah. Use the fence.